Should Los Angeles Lakers superstar Luka Dončić really risk playing through Eurobasket after that frightening injury scare? That's the question echoing not just through Los Angeles, but across Slovenia and the entire basketball world. Fans, analysts, and former players are all weighing in on whether Luka should keep representing his country or shut things down to preserve his health for the upcoming NBA season. To understand the stakes, you have to remember that Eurobasket is no ordinary summer league. For European players, it carries a different weight. It's not simply about fine-tuning skills in the offseason. It's about national pride, about stepping onto the floor with a country's flag on your chest and millions of citizens looking to you as a hero. For Luka Dončić, this isn't just basketball, it's identity. Every time he suits up for Slovenia, he's not only representing himself, not only the Lakers, but his entire nation. That kind of responsibility is something he has carried since his teenage years, and it remains central to who he is. But the Lakers have every reason to be cautious. This is the franchise that just committed to making Luka the face of their future, the centerpiece of their championship aspirations. One awkward landing, one bad twist, one unlucky collision could jeopardize their entire season before training camp even tips off. And it nearly did. Just recently, Luka grabbed at an injury during the tournament. Though he returned to play, the sight of their new superstar wincing in pain was enough to send panic waves throughout Los Angeles. The thought of him being sidelined in a game that has no bearing on the NBA season terrified the Lakers front office and their fan base. Despite all of this, Luka decided to press forward. He kept playing, kept competing, kept honoring Slovenia. That decision sparked debate everywhere. Is he showing loyalty and toughness, or is he being reckless with his body and the Lakers' investment? Enter Stephen A. Smith from ESPN, never shy about voicing his opinion. On First Take, Smith was asked point-blank if Luka should continue playing in Eurobasket after already suffering an injury. His response shocked many. If this is how he chooses to get in shape, I'm not questioning him one bit. That was surprising because Stephen A. has built a reputation for calling out stars when he thinks they're making unwise decisions. But in this case, he defended Luka. Why? Because even when critics were blasting Dončić last season for not being in peak physical condition, he still put up monster numbers: 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists per game. Those are statistics most players can only dream of. Smith reminded everyone that for international players, representing their country isn't optional, it's expected. Citizens back home hold their heroes accountable. Fans demand their presence. And for Luka, this duty is deeply personal. Stephen A. argued that instead of criticizing Luka, the basketball world should be celebrating his devotion to national pride. Of course, that doesn't mean the Lakers are ignoring the risks. But interestingly, they aren't panicking either. Their stance is that players can get injured anywhere, pick up games, practice sessions, even casual workouts. At least in Eurobasket, Luka is motivated, locked in, and playing high-level basketball. From their perspective, that's better than him sitting idle or risking injury in less meaningful ways. On top of that, reports inside the organization say Luka is entering this season in the best shape of his life, leaner, stronger, and more focused than ever. That's exactly what the Lakers want to see. And don't forget how effective he already was after the trade. In his first stint with the Lakers, Luka averaged over 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists a night, numbers that scream MVP contention. Now, with a full season ahead, the Lakers believe he can elevate them to true championship favorites. Still, the debate rages on. Should Dončić step back from Eurobasket to safeguard the Lakers' title hopes, or should he continue to honor Slovenia, staying sharp and competitive along the way? One side says protect the investment and don't take unnecessary chances. The other side insists that Luka's international commitment is part of what makes him the special player he is. For now, Luka himself has made the call: Slovenia first, basketball always. Only time will reveal whether this decision strengthens the Lakers' season, or becomes its biggest what-if before it even starts. While the Dončić storyline dominates headlines, another player has been generating buzz within Lakers circles: Marcus Smart. Former Lakers guard Patrick Beverley recently made a bold prediction, claiming Smart is about to have a breakout year in Los Angeles. At first, that might sound strange. After all, Smart has struggled with injuries in recent seasons, playing only 34 games combined over the last 2 years. Many critics believe his best years are behind him. But Beverly sees something different. He sees an opportunity for Smart to completely change the Lakers' trajectory. To understand why Smart could be so important, you need to revisit last year's playoffs. The Lakers entered with high hopes, armed with talent and depth. But one weakness repeatedly cost them: perimeter defense. Opposing guards drove into the paint far too easily, shooters got open looks, and Los Angeles simply couldn't contain it. That's why the front office went out and got Marcus Smart. When healthy, there's no questioning his value. He's relentless, physical, fearless. He'll dive on the floor for loose balls, take charges, and frustrate opponents to the point of distraction. In 2022, he even won Defensive Player of the Year, something no guard had done in nearly 30 years. The problem, of course, is availability. Smart's injury history is concerning, and the Lakers need consistency. But Beverly isn't dwelling on that. Instead, he points to how Smart finished last season after being traded to the Wizards. He quietly put together solid performances, showing flashes of his old self, though most fans weren't paying attention. Now, entering a contract year, Smart has every reason to bring his best. Players often elevate their games when free agency is looming, and Beverly believes Smart is exactly the kind of guy who thrives under that pressure. If Smart returns to form, the impact on the Lakers could be enormous. Their biggest weakness, perimeter defense, suddenly becomes a strength. With Smart hounding opposing guards, lanes to the basket won't be as wide open, and shooters won't get the same clean looks. That allows stars like Dončić and LeBron James to focus on what they do best: scoring and creating offense. On the other hand, if injuries strike again and Smart can't stay on the court, then the Lakers could find themselves right back where they started, vulnerable on the outside and staring down another early playoff exit. That's the gamble Los Angeles has made, and Patrick Beverly believes it will pay off. In his eyes, Smart isn't just a role player or depth piece. He's the X factor, the player who could completely redefine the Lakers' identity. And if Beverly is right, Smart's resurgence could push Los Angeles from being a good team to a true contender in the brutal Western Conference. But the Lakers' ambitions don't stop there. Behind the scenes, rumors are swirling that Los Angeles might attempt one of the boldest moves in franchise history, pursuing Giannis Antetokounmpo. Reports suggest the Lakers have been closely monitoring Giannis' situation in Milwaukee, preparing for the possibility of landing the two-time MVP. At 30 years old and still one of the most dominant forces in basketball, Giannis could reshape the balance of power in the NBA. Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office have been carefully managing the salary cap, leaving themselves room for flexibility in case stars like Giannis, or even Nikola Jokic down the line, become available. But they might not wait until free agency. A blockbuster trade could materialize sooner. After all, this is the same franchise that shocked the world by acquiring Luka Dončić from Dallas when few thought it was possible. Milwaukee, meanwhile, hasn't exactly inspired confidence in Giannis' long-term happiness. Questionable front office decisions, like stretching Damian Lillard's massive contract instead of clearing space, have raised eyebrows. Many of their recent draft picks haven't panned out either, leaving fans wondering if Giannis might eventually grow frustrated. If he does, the Lakers want to be ready. And if trade talks begin, one Lakers player is almost certain to be in Milwaukee's sights: Austin Reaves. Analysts have noted that the Bucks would ask for Reaves as the centerpiece of any deal for Giannis. Reaves has developed into a near all-star caliber guard, averaging over 20 points, nearly 6 assists, and strong shooting percentages last season. His youth, efficiency, and growth potential make him an incredibly attractive trade chip. The Lakers could put together a competitive package: Reaves, future picks, swap rights, and prospects like Dalton Knecht. It wouldn't be the strongest offer on the market, but history shows the Lakers have a knack for making the impossible happen. Still, giving up Reaves would be painful. He's become a fan favorite and a reliable piece alongside LeBron and Luka. But if Giannis is on the table, the Lakers may decide the risk is worth it. The debate is already heating up. Would Los Angeles sacrifice Reaves, one of their most promising young stars, to pair Giannis with Dončić and LeBron? Or will Milwaukee hold firm, demanding more than the Lakers can realistically offer. Either way, the possibility alone has fans and media buzzing, watching every move Pelinka makes with heightened attention. Reeves' journey makes the speculation even more fascinating. From undrafted rookie to a crucial Lakers contributor averaging over 20 points a game, his story is inspiring. But that same rise is what makes him so valuable in trade discussions. He could end up being the piece that swings a Giannis deal, one that changes the entire Western Conference landscape. For now, the Lakers' future is full of questions. Will Luka's Eurobasket gamble pay off or backfire? Can Marcus Smart finally stay healthy and give Los Angeles the defensive toughness they've been lacking? And will the front office pull off another shocking move, perhaps landing Giannis in purple and gold? Each storyline is packed with drama, risk, and potential reward.